Also, guys, there is a lot of news going on, from Ontology to Elastos to Icon to Houbi to DOCADEMIC to Microsoft acquiring Github to Neo having their own roadmap. There's a ton of news. So let's get into the news. The first news is that Ontology has announced some group of partners, from guys like Zhang to Bizang to this Chinese name. They are very hard for me to pronounce, Fenglei and other guys. And then this is a new roadmap for Neo. So the second quarter of the year, this is what they will be working on, the third quarter and all that. So all the acronyms are there. NGD, Neo Global Development, City of Zion, No QS, No Quantum Safe, and MEP, New Enhancement Proposal, New RS, New VM, and many other stuff. So Neo is actually pushing this stuff. I think Neo is trying to become a very serious contender. The founder of Neo was actually interviewed on CNN. It says he's pushing to make Neo one of the best platforms out there. And then moving on, Houbi is pouring $166 million to create its own blockchain platform. As they said, they seek to become a decentralized autonomous organization in the upcoming years. And then moving on, we have APES. So APES just launched their CPS wallet that will make users to have control of their data. It will authorize them to know who they are giving their data to and all that. And then they also announced a partnership with Uchain, a blockchain for the smart sharing economy. And then also moving on, we have the new name service airdrop to token holders. That is why I like coins like Neo. Any ICO that's actually going on their system or project that is coming up, not all of them, but there's a possibility that you get some airdrops. You saw that with different projects. So you get a little bit of airdrops. And then the news is that Icon just launched ICONex for Android. When they launched a few months ago, they launched the Chrome extension for the app. You can store your icon, you can store Ethereum and all that. And then moving on, they just signed a memorandum of understanding with Deloitte. And you know Deloitte is one of the very big company out there. So they just signed a memorandum of understanding with them. And they are actually expanding. And one of the things you should know, and was it not a few days ago, they said their loop chain technology will be applied to import custom clearance in South Korea for the shipping and the port custom services in Korea. So that is a very, very good one. And one of the things I like projects that have the tech, that is the content, and then they have the community. They are expanding an ecosystem, bringing enterprise into the stuff, bringing developers, bringing users and all that. Not the projects that are more interested in what the price of their coin is. Who is in the Telegram community? No. People are really good for real world adoption. And then moving on, we have Cardano just launched their KEVM testnet. So the KEVM testnet is a kind of testnet that where they implemented the Ethereum virtual machine on the K framework. So you can write smart contracts that are executable on the K framework. Then moving on, we have Mark.space just launched Unitex exchange, a platform for existing units. So Mark.space is one of the projects out there that is seeking to bring virtual reality to website. So you can shop for things, you can play games, you can build virtual reality stores, you can live in the virtual reality world there, set up a store, set up businesses, offices, different things, games and all that. So they want to bring virtual reality that you don't have to have things like hardware stuffs or computers or whatsoever. From you want to make websites to be to experience virtual reality, and it's a very, very good idea. But just that few platforms, they've not really gotten the momentum or the number of users to actually use the platform. But I think that is definitely where the future is translated to. And then we'll have Holochain. Holochain was a very successful ICO, and Holochain has given over 20 times return, but it's falling down almost 11 times now. I actually missed on that. I was one of the guys who was first talking about Holochain, but I did not actually invest because of certain reasons. I was like, this thing, nobody knows about this stuff now. Or when I put my money, I know that. Those are some of the pros and cons of actually investing in projects. There are times you want to invest in good projects, and maybe it's not yet time for them, and you start losing money. And whereas there are times where you might be very afraid and you don't invest in projects, and it turns out to be. So most of the times, you should study you should study on what you want to put your money, and then always be willing to lose that money. That is why they say don't invest or you're not willing to lose. Always be willing to lose that money, because if you're not willing to take the risk, think about calculated risk, then you're not going far. So they actually announced a strategic partnership with Promether, and the partnership will be to leverage the technology for security related stuffs. And then there is the ICO that actually, many ICOs are now pulling scams. Many of them may not pull outright scam. There are many scams that are actually going on in cryptocurrency today. It may be outright scam like taking off the website, running away with people's money. Others will be selling very tiny amount of coins to our people, maybe 10%, and then sell the others to the ways and all that. And other scams will just be pump and dump. You saw that with Uchain. And then other scams could be giving claims that are not true. We saw that with titanium, and it's very unfortunate that I covered titanium in my channel. I'm very sorry about that. Then other scams could be like titanium said, making claims that are not true. Oh, I have affiliation with PayPal. I have affiliation with company A, company B. Now, Blockbroker, they are one of the ICOs that says, okay, there is a lot of cryptocurrency scam out there. We want to help filter scams ICOs out. And what did they do? They turned out to be scam. The ICO aiming at eradicating ICO scam turned out to be a scam itself. The team went in hiding, wiping out the website and all communication channels, as it is usual with similar ICOs. Sorry. The website has a message that is down for maintenance. Only a few hours ago, the ICO was still being promoted on Twitter. Just then, users realized something was off. And then you can see other allegations that has to do with the team. So even I'm very, very careful these days of the project I cover, especially ICOs. Most of the ICOs I cover them for free. Some of them are sponsored, but when a company approaches me most times for a sponsored review, I'm more skeptical. Or like when I just go through maybe ICO. Let's take for example, this is ICO drops, for example. I could just go through ICO drops, pick one or two coins, and maybe do a little research on it. Or there are other projects like other YouTubers talk about it, or maybe one YouTuber or the other. Then I could just pick interest and okay, I said, okay, let me talk about this project or not. Now, if the platform are the one that contacted me and said, we want you to cover our ICO, I become very skeptical. Why? Because I know fully well that this thing, I go beyond just covering the ICO. I do more research. Even most of them are because I don't really even reply back for most of them. Now, okay, moving on, we have Docademic. So Docademic will be airdropping coins to those who are holding. So our first airdrop has started. Thanks to all Docademic holders for sharing our vision of making free basic healthcare a reality. Remember that we have an airdrop each month for 2 years. Please be patient. It should take a few days and we'll let you know when it is over. Now, more than 4.7 million Docademic tokens will be distributed, which represents more than $1.2 million. So that is a very good one for holders of the coin to airdrop tokens to them. I wish I had my 1,700 BTC at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents. Now they are $8. What was that? Okay, that was 2011 when someone actually tweeted. I think I should save this. So that was the claim someone was making. Now, how much is Bitcoin? So even we that invest most time, there are times where you invest something, maybe the amount is $1, let's say, and then in the next weeks or next month, because you did your research before investing, the only thing you have control over as an investor is your diligence. You can do a very good diligence, then you can know when you want to go in. But you cannot know. There are projects that takes time. And if a project is a very solid project, it's not going to keep running up. At times, it's going to fall below the price you invested. And the question is, will you be very patient enough to sit and let... Those are some of the stuffs. And with the current, as you can see, I did a picture of my video. The hype era. I see you investing. When Lambo, when Moon. So everything is basically the Lambo, the Moon, and all that. Let's move on. We have Elastos has partnered with Hashworld. So Hashworld is simply a platform that gifts people tokens. People can earn tokens by learning about blockchain project. So it's a game. Then they've also partnered with IOex. So IOex is an Internet of Things smart platform that is based on the Elastos project. And the last one of the news is that Microsoft will be acquiring or have acquired Github for $7.5 billion. And that actually raises a lot of people are trying to raise a community for blockchain developers. If you look at many of the blockchain systems, for example, let's go to ICO drops and let me show you. Many of the systems are still running on centralized systems. Let's open. I just pick a random coin. Let's just squeeze it. Now, from Facebook, let me zoom this thing. From Facebook to GitHub, to Twitter. Even Telegram. Telegram is only encrypted. It's not decentralized. You can see the issue Telegram actually had. Telegram they had with Russia. You can see the issue they are having, Russia trying to block Telegram and all that. Why? And you can see the issue where Telegram is accusing Apple of working with the government to prevent the upgrade of the Telegram application. So those are some of the allegations you see. So from Facebook, even GitHub has now been acquired by Microsoft. And then talking about Twitter, these platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and the rest of them that banned cryptocurrency related stuffs. Telegram now facing issues with government and all that because it's not decentralized, though it's encrypted. Even Medium has a form of centralization. They can choose to delete your article, they can choose to close your page. Only Bitcoin Talk is the only website there that is sort of decentralized. YouTube, it's out of the picture. So when you look at this space, there is now concern if someday, maybe one day, you will hear that some platforms, they just delete all the code. I don't know if that is what is possible, but it's still really a concern for the blockchain community. That is why the blockchain community have to, it's an all-out war. They have to build systems that will replace all these things. And then moving on, we have Loom Network. So Loom Network, they are coming up with a game in the future. It's called Asia Infinity. Considering the fact that they've partnered with Cocos that have over, I think 600 and something million users on their platform. And then next on the line is BitGame. So BitGame just brought a kind of demo for their system. The kind of game they just introduced recently, and they are pushing a lot of stuff. So guys, that is all the news for now. To have a very good day.